Yeah, so a listicle, like I said, we're not going to really do that today, but it's basically you come up with like a really funny headline or title, and then you write something into a list, and then you add a funny image with it. But we're doing it in different contexts. The other way you can do it today, which is, like I said, we're just going to analyze text from this book and pick out what is most important from it. So a listicle is a short form of writing that uses a list as its thematic structure. And you're just going to be looking at the big idea and breaking it down into its most important pieces. So have you guys done this before? Looked at nonfiction text and had to write notes about it?
Yes.
When? Jada? I know you guys have, but when?
Like, what do you mean when?
When in class have you looked at nonfiction text and then had to pick out the most important parts of it and written it down?
When we had to do the comprehension, when we had to write it down, and then we had to type it.
Okay, so you had to do research, you had to read the book, and then you had to kind of make a list, and then you turned it into that.
And mostly facts.
Yes.
In EC when we did our kind of like slideshow thing for it was kind of like a cause or something that we want to write about, like kind of something that we were kind of passionate about that we'd be willing to keep writing about.
Wasn't that called Genius Hour? Yeah, you did that? Okay. Julia?
That's where we had to write like about like the fables and stuff. Where we would write a book and then we had to write like the most important stuff, like the characters, the events, scene.
Yes. You had to do it then.
When we were doing brain pop.
When you were doing brain pop, did you have to write notes?
Yeah.
Yeah. I am thinking of social studies. Have you guys ever had to do it in social studies when you're looking at a map? Or when you're looking at a certain region?
Yeah.
And then Mrs. Hoffman or a tape would read it, and then you had to pick out the important facts and you would put it on your sheet, right? So that's kind of what we're going to be doing. So why do you think you need to know this? Why is this important to learn? Val? Vivian?
So in the future, if you're like needing to write like kind of a paper and you only need like certain information, but you don't know which information is, you just get like some big topic that you have to like write about. You need to like learn how to pick out the important details from it.
Yes, especially when you guys are older, you are going to be taking a lot of notes. So, what Vivian said, as you get older, the books you read will get much more challenging, and making a list will help you remember the text that you are reading. Do you guys agree with that?
Yeah.
So this is kind of a sample or example of what a listicle is. So the title is 15 Cats from This Week Guaranteed to Lift Your Spirits. And then they just kind of made a list about it. So I don't feel that this title is very humorous, but that's what it says. And then it has subtitles. So the title's here. These are the subtitles. That's good. So when you make listicles, all you're doing, you're reading the text and you're picking out what's important. So now we are going to do this. We are going to read magnets and write down the most important ideas. And you guys are going to help me. Okay?
Yeah.
Got it?
Yes.
Should I project? Or just read it? No, that's okay. I won't. I'll just read it. I have more books, but none of them to share, so I don't think it's... Would you guys rather we project it so you can see these pictures?
Yes. Please.
Thank you, sorry. Alright, so what we're going to do, I'm just going to read a few pages. We're going to stop. You guys are going to pick out the most important facts, or what you feel is the most important facts, and then we'll continue. You got it? Any questions?
Where are we gonna write them?
What?
Where are we gonna write them?
Where are you going to write them? Good question. Where do you guys think you were going to write them? Jada, where do you think you're going to write them?
On the paper in front of us.
And the paper right in front of you. So I made this paper. You're gonna have to write kind of small. Don't worry about defining what listicle is, but please try your best. I am gonna use this for school. So, and I appreciate you all listening very intently. All right, Magnets by Anne Schreiber. What is strong enough to smash atoms? Was able to power high-speed trains? What can fight the force of gravity? It's in metals, it's in earth. It is magnetism. Do you guys think there's anything important on this page?
No.
No, probably not. The force is with us. More than 2,000 years ago in Turkey, a shepherd named Magnus was walking through the mountains near his home. Suddenly, some metals in Magnus's sandals stuck to a rock in the mountain. Was it magic? No, it was magnetism. Magnus ran back to town with the rock. People came from all around to study it. Today, scientists call the rock magnetite after Magnus. They know that it contains a lot of iron. Iron is a very magnetic kind of metal. Who said it earlier? Did one of you guys say that iron is magnetic? Dean? That is why the rock acted as a magnet and attracted Magnus's shoe. So what are you guys thinking about this? Is there anything important here?
Yes.
Yeah.
What?
It's how magnets kind of were discovered and how they got their name.
Let's see if I can just switch back to it or not. Okay, there we go. So, do you guys think that maybe this fact might be important? So if Mrs. Hoffman or I was giving you a test on magnets, do you think that maybe this is something you should know?
Yeah.
Yeah, so go ahead and write that down. Right there. Magnus coincidentally discovered magnetism by a sandal sticking to a rock in the mountains.
On line number 1.
Mhm. Why do you guys think magnets got its name? Chase,
Because magnets.
did you guys know that?
Yeah.
Oh, you already knew that.
Can you read a story?
Did you guys read this story? Oh, okay.
Miss Cole, please read something like with the same.
Cool. So this is all review. And when you guys take notes, usually the only person who's reading it is yourself, so you can abbreviate words. You're going to want to write, especially when you guys are in school, you're going to want to be able to write quickly so you can keep up with your teacher or professor.
So we would abbreviate mountains.
How can you abbreviate mountains? Yes,
MT.
you can do MT. Yep. All right, was there anything else interesting on there that you guys think, or should we just continue reading?
What the? Any of the magnets stick to iron?
Nice job. So iron is a magnetic kind of metal. Does anyone know the abbreviation for iron? On the periodical table? Nope. It's totally has nothing to do with IRON. Vivian?
Or?
Nope.
I knew this years ago.
FE.
You're right.
I would not recommend writing FE unless you are going to remember that FE is iron. Because like I said, usually you will take these notes and you will study them. If you have no idea what it says, then it's not going to do you any good. Yes.
I was gonna say that says iron. Oh, it says iron. It is?
That's how you spell iron.
Yeah.
It's I-O-R-N, not iron.
Isn't it silly? Well, our English language is kind of silly with how things are spelled.
So we have one next class.
Oh no. Alright, I'm going to continue reading, and you guys can continue writing. So magnetism is an invisible force. Some type of metals have this magnetic force. A material that has a magnetic force is called what?
Magnet.
Yes, good job. Today, magnets are everywhere. You probably can't even see some of them. Many will be hidden. But magnets work for you even when you can't see them. Some examples of common everyday magnets are, does anyone know what some examples are? Everyday magnets. I know Mrs. Hoffman just went over this with you guys. What? Are you saying anything, Kai?
No.
What is an example of an everyday magnet, Dane?
Refrigerator.
Refrigerator. Nice. Melody?
The magnets that hold papers on the whiteboard.
Yeah, so when you think of magnets, that's what you're gonna think of, right?
Can't you make them say computers? Because there's magnets in computers.
Yes, you're right. Before, I was carrying around my computer, and all of a sudden, I don't know what it was, something stuck to this. So obviously, there was a magnetic force behind it.
Me?
Yep.
Last year there were magnets in the walls.
Oh, yeah.
The
But not
wall
this year.
had iron in it. It was made out of something that would stick to it.
Aubrey,
Our desk.
where on your desk? Yeah, your desks are magnetic, just not the top part, right?
I used to have a toy, and it had this speaker, and it was broken, so I took it apart. And some reason the little speaker was magnetic.
Huh. Interesting. So what do you think it was made out of?
Iron. But it attracted things that were made out of iron, and not just the magnet itself.
It was very interesting. Okay.
I have a metal, there's a metal thing around my door.
You have a metal frame around your door, and that's magnetic. That's kind of cool. All right, so I just read that, and you guys were listening, right? Do you think that there's anything important on either of these pages? You guys think so?
No.
Harley, what do you think? Oh, you know what? Actually, why don't you go ahead and talk with the person across from you about it? Hi, join Noah and Vivian.
What about Jacob?
Jacob, join Aiden. And Aiden. Jacob, sorry, Aiden.
Everyone keeps on getting mixed with Jasmine
Yeah, I'm just gonna Alright guys. So, Krista, did you guys find anything important on these pages that you might need to write? Jake is rereading it. Jake?
Oh, you need to talk louder.
Invisible force. Do you guys agree that
Yes.
that's important? Okay. Yes.
There's magnets all around us, but we don't even realize that.
That is pretty important. Do you think something like that might be on a test? Yeah, it possibly could. You never know. So magnetism is an invisible force. You guys are good. This is all the stuff that I pre-wrote down. Go ahead and write that for number 3. Could you do an abbreviation for magnetism? Jake? MNM. Okay, so if you went back to your notebook and studied and looked at your list, would you remember what that is? Okay, then it works for you.
No, MGN.
Yes, I think that one works better.
Julia.
What can a magnet do? It can attract or pull in objects made of certain kinds of metals. A magnet can also repel or push away other magnets. Only certain kinds of materials are attracted to magnets. And you guys already know all this. They are iron, steel, cobalt, nickel, and nickel. A material that is attracted to magnets is called magnetic. So turn and talk with your partner and see what you guys would write down for this one for taking notes. No, is your partner already writing something down?
Yeah.
She's just taking notes already.